Welcome back, everybody. Cape Rugby TV. Nice to have you with us as we keep talking about what's happening in the world of club rugby. Well, you will know, of course, last year we spoke to a number of clubs that, well, basically for a year now, clubs that have been busy reaching out, clubs that have had their initiatives and partnered with structures outside there, and specifically a lot of clubs partnering with NGOs to help make a difference in their area. One of the clubs, of course, that we spoke to was Caledonian Roses, who right off the bat in the early stages of lockdown managed to get themselves together and supporting those in need in the area with various feeding schemes. Now, this past weekend we went back to Caledonian Roses, where Callies was busy with yet another project, and this is also a partnership with an NGO in Cape Town called Unchain the Plane, where they did a handover of some sports equipment at Callies for the players there. But to tell me more about that initiative, I've got the president of Caledonian Roses on the line with us now, Mogammat Stuurman. Mogammat, welcome back to Cape Rugby TV.
Thank you, JP, and thank you for having me back on your show. What
Fantastic.
a pleasure.
Yeah, it's great to see you again. But let's get into it, straight into it, Mogammat. I mean, you guys keep doing fantastic work, Caledonian Roses. It's really incredible to see what you're busy with, and you've ticked off another milestone here. Over the weekend, you had a handover of sort. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, thank you very much. Look, from the onset of the COVID, we as Caledonian Roses basically made sure and tried to make sure that we, stay true to our word, and that is by basically plowing back into the community that we come from. This weekend, obviously, we partnered with Unchain the Plane, who is an organization that started off in Mitchell's Plain, incidentally, where they basically started collecting second-hand sporting goods for distribution within the Mitchell's Plain area. And we saw this as a great initiative for the Hanover Park area. Hence, we partnered with them with this particular handover of balls and sporting equipment.
Mogammat, we've got a little clip here from the weekend where we managed to catch up with Mark Skritke from Unchain the Plane. Let's see what he has to say.
So we from Unchain the Plane, it's an organization that operates in Mitchell's Plain. We basically focus on sport, and we collect sporting equipment and we distribute it in Mitchell's Plain. But obviously the need is much greater than Mitchell's Plain. All over we want children to play. And today we're here because we're in partnership with Caledonian Roses, and the equipment that we're donating is for the Hanover Park community. So Callies will facilitate that. We started by, in fact, we were formed in October 2019. We registered as an NPO, also as a public benefit organization. So we put a call out for old sporting equipment that people are no longer using. And eventually now we're manufacturing our own balls, JP. So we've got our own range of balls. You can see the UTP ball, it's manufactured in India, and also our own range of cricket bats. So basically we're handing over about 35 balls. It's a combination of soccer balls, rugby, netball, and then some basketball and volleyball. I think Callies is almost synonymous with the Hanover Park community. If you live in Hanover Park, everyone knows Callies, and everyone knows Sharky. So Sharky is one of our champions, and eventually we want to start a similar organization in Hanover Park.
Mogammat, there was of course Mark there at the field over the weekend together with you and a number of other folks getting involved. Just tell us a little bit about the handover itself, the equipment, and where it's going for Callies.
Okay, so JP, I got a call from Mark Skritke about 2 weeks ago, and he wanted to find out from me if there's any needs that is within the Hanover Park area. And I said to him, look, I've seen the initiative that they're running with, and me being friends with Mark for the last 15 years or so, we incidentally played rugby with one another at Caledonian Roses, so they are all alumni of Callies as such.
Right, right.
And with this need, I mentioned to him that the guys don't specifically have all the equipment in order to make sure that there is sport being played in Hanover Park per se. And I've identified basically 3 areas within Hanover Park, which is the Hung Club area, the Loban Court area, and then Helmets Walk.
Mogammat, you guys are doing a fantastic job out there, and when it once again just shows what club rugby can do. I mean, it really is fantastic, and I hope that you guys keep getting lots of pats on the back, and that everybody out there keeps supporting you and showing you the kind of support that you deserve. Just on a final note, of course, there's a lot of people watching the show tonight. A lot of people are aware of what Callies is doing. I'm assuming that all the folks that are out there who are watching, who maybe are in the neighborhood, that want to get involved in this, can reach out to you on your Facebook page.
At all times, I think those that are that knows the Facebook page and have been involved with the club as well, know that they can get hold of us and send us messages via our messenger as such on Facebook. We're also reaching out and we're calling on all of those people that do have second-hand equipment that they want to get rid of, and to contact us. We will either collect that sporting equipment from them, or they can deliver that sporting equipment to the clubhouse by means of just sending us a message and saying that they've got these goods that they want to get rid of, as I said, and we will then make sure that those equipment is utilized within the community of Hanover Park. That, like I said.
Mogammat, again, thanks for chatting to us. Fantastic job, and I hope that you get lots of donations and lots of sports equipment so that you can distribute it. We'll catch up again soon.
Thank you, JP. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And again, we need to be mad about things, and that is, we have to make a difference, and that is what Callies is there for.
Thanks, Mogammat. There we go, folks. Mogammat Stuurman, president of Caledonian Roses. They're doing incredible stuff. And if you can donate, if there's something that you can donate from your side, any sports equipment, then reach out to Callies on their Facebook page and help them get some support on that side. We're looking forward to see what sort of equipment it is that you can donate on your side. Folks, as you know, on a weekly basis, we take a look at what MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy is up to. Now, of course, MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy, in addition to what we know that they have at the pharmacies, of course, the coffee shops and the clinics and so on, they also have an extensive range of good quality orthopedic and surgical equipment at very competitive rates in their orthopedic and surgical zone. And their objective is, of course, to provide an extensive range of good quality orthopedic and surgical equipment at very competitive rates. They specialize in a range of wound care and orthopedic products, which are, of course, unbeatable. And if you can't find the product that you're looking for there, then, of course, MChem's orthopedic and surgical zone, well, they will probably be able to find it for you. And in addition to that, MChem 24-Hour Pharmacy also has a professional nursing sister on duty to give you the expert advice that you require in order to get the right product to suit your needs. I love that. I love the fact that you can go to MChem and that there's a nursing sister available 24 hours a day that can help you with whatever your needs are. And of course, remember, when it comes to orthopedic and surgical equipment, not all brands are the same. They might look the same, but they're not necessarily the same. And MChem, well, they are firm believers that when it comes to orthopedical and surgical products, quality manufacturing is always the most important factor to consider. And of course, don't forget, they've got free parking and a great coffee shop. Folks, we'll take an ad break, and when we come back from the break, we'll carry on taking a look at what's happening in the world of club rugby. Back in a sec.